This is the kind of thing that if this happened and it was someone we worked with here, I'm not sure I can even work with a person like that. There's a difference in a little foot wedge, moving it off a tree root, giving a 3-foot putt, 2-foot putt, and what this guy did. There is a whole world of difference.
Bad luck. Bad luck.
This is criminal cheating.
Why did he need the money is what I'm wondering.
Well, he did have a couple 3-year-olds. What did he say? He had 2 kids under 3? Yeah. He's a man that needs some money.
And then he brings in, again, his family, and it's like, they don't deserve this.
Well, he's right.
Yeah.
He is right on that.
Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Christian Johnston with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is The Morning Rush.
So that conversation was in reference to Zach Holland, who is a member of a St. Louis-based country club and faked and cheated a hole-in-one contest during a member guest or a member and was caught on film putting the ball in the hole after he drove up. Wild story. So, yes, many of those members, his friends, I'm guessing his family, because of the backlash that he's receiving, having quite a beef with him, not just this week, but I'm guessing for weeks and months to come. I don't know if you can recover from that.
I was telling that story last night at the golf course, and people couldn't believe it. But good on the superintendent for having a camera out on that on that hole. So he drove up early that morning, put a ball in the hole, knowing he had the first tee time of the day.
Wow.
Slipped away from his group, said he had hit his tee shot on the 4th hole. Oh, by the way, it went in. When it actually, he never even took a swing.
Apologized on ESPN radio in St. Louis, and I don't know what the next move for him is forward.
Resigning from his membership, apparently. He's already done that. Probably resigning from his job.
Jeez.
Depending on what he does for a living. If he works at a bank, are you the bank? If you're the bank president, you want this guy, if he's capable of doing that, he's probably not someone I want handling my money or making decisions for me.
He didn't think that through.
This will stun his professional growth for a while.
So it's fair. I don't think that's jumping to a rash conclusion based on this happening. And again, he said he's not a cheater, or paraphrasing, he's not a golf something. I think that's clearly evidence against that.
This guy's a plus handicap. He's already a better than scratch golfer. Get out of here. You're already privileged. You already got low handicap privilege. It's like pretty privilege, you know. I don't need to hear any more from you, all right?
What would you rather have? I mean, would you rather be really good looking or really good at golf? That's a good question.
I should use that one for the Morning Rush Daily question a little bit later on. Of course, you could be like Ty and just do both. You
Naturally
know?
have both.
I mean, it's the man that broke 80.
Gotten better.
Man that broke 80 this weekend. Yeah. Hey, What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market. It is summer grilling season. I mean, you might be waiting a little bit later in the evening this week to do your grilling. Gourmet burgers, those house-made sausages and bratwurst are delicious. There is a variety of flavors you can get on those. With the way they season them, or maybe what's inside the way the sausage is made, if you will. So you can check those out. They got a lot of great stuff there at Richard's Country Meat Market. They're also carrying fresh local produce. You'll find those on the weekends. Shop-made hamburger buns. They're absolutely fantastic and top off the meal as well. Richard's Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000, or see them just off College in Rolling Hills in Fayetteville.
You know, you mentioned something yesterday, and this isn't something we've just mentioned one time on these airwaves, but Arkansas has struggled at home.
These guys didn't have that great of a season last year, and the fans still showed up.
That was the Oregon State coach talking about them in Corvallis and the new regime that's there. And you got a new regime, obviously, here in Fayetteville and what's going on. So I looked it up. What do you think Arkansas's record is in SEC play since 2012 at home?
Oh, it's not good. I mean, they probably won less than 12 games, I would say, in SEC play.
You're close.
Home.
What do you think?
Oh, if I'm close, I would say probably 14 and
30. or something.
32, something like
yeah,
that.
so you looked at it.
No, I
14
haven't.
and 33 in SEC games.
Actually, it was a pure guess.
At Razorback Stadium.
I mean,
And-
you just almost, I can't count up 14 of them, but they're, I think about the Tennessee win at night 2 years ago or 3, whatever that's been now. There's just not been enough
24.
moments
Jeez.
where you're, you can't get lost in it. So, I first said 12. I mean, it's around a dozen wins, a little better than a dozen wins in SEC play.
Which is just wild to me.
Since 2012.
12. Yeah.
15
so you're not,
years.
You're not even
You've won
above the
14
20s.
conference games at home
Wow.
in not quite 15 seasons, but
You're
I bet
30.
the road wins are just as almost 14.
well, now that the scheduling is changing, we were in that every other year funk for a while, if you remember, because you had Bama and LSU at home, and then
And those are just
and
games
then
in Fayetteville, by the way.
right.
that
I
record.
mean, but every other year your schedule kind of flip flop in levels of difficulty for a number of years in that stretch.
They're 32 and 80 in SEC home games.
And you
in that
didn't
period.
play the A&M game at home in that stretch, other than, I guess, when they first joined, and then you never got that return date on the COVID year. So
Which still did not make any sense to me at
Well-
the time, and it still doesn't make any sense to me
it's COVID.
to this day. But yeah, let's just chalk it up to COVID. Let's go to College Station, get her. They honestly scored a lot of points in that game. They couldn't stop Kellen Mond that night. So that is insane to me. Now, again, those don't include the games in Little Rock, the game statistic. I don't know what it is. I probably should have added that to it. But now that the games are all in Fayetteville, knock on wood, it stays that way. We hadn't had that conversation in a while. Hopefully that is not a beef of this upcoming season where you go winless in Razorback Stadium and in conference games. Personally, I don't think it's going to be. I have them at 4-8. I don't think they're going to win 2 road games. I think they'll probably split. I think they'll win 1 home game and 1 road game. But you kind of advocated this yesterday. As fun as it would be to go to College Station or to Austin, Texas, or even Auburn or Nashville, you would take the home wins right now, even if it's against lesser opponents like a South Carolina. And I know how everyone feels about Missouri. You don't necessarily consider this massive rival, but I honestly think just for the fans that are shelving out all the money for the tickets and all the donations and everything else that's gone on with the reseeding and everything else, I'd honestly take 2 kind of okay home wins versus going to College Station and Texas and winning those games.
You'd take 2-7 right now with 4 home wins, and that would include North Alabama, Tulsa, and let's just pick 2, Tennessee and South Carolina. Let's just say.
Yeah,
You'd take that. You'd sign up for that right now before the season even starts.
Yeah, I think they're going to be 4-8. So that makes sense to me. That could result up.
If you're only going to win 4, let's win those 4 at home.
Yeah,
that was my point yesterday, because the home fans have not been treated too much delight for the investment of season tickets.
Let's just, since 2012, I'm just going to put this in perspective. This is off the dome. You lost to Louisiana Monroe in Little Rock. 2013, you should have beat LSU on the road. You didn't get that one. I think the only home win was against maybe Kentucky. 14, you finally beat LSU and Ole Miss. 15 was a good year. You went 5-3 in SEC play. You had a big win against Ole Miss. I mean, there's been that maybe one game every year. You mentioned the Tennessee game in 24. You had a couple big wins in 21 against Texas and some other teams, but it's been that one win. And then what do we say after every one of those wins? Let's not let this be the best win of the season. And what does it end up being? The best, not just home win, but the best win of the season. You didn't show up against, was it LSU? And I forget the other couple opponents you played down the stretch following the Tennessee game. So that is my hope. If you beat Tennessee, like I think you could on October 10th at home, you're 3-3 at that point. Let's not let that, Ryan Silverfield, be the best win that these guys have all year.
Well, you can go to the Bet Saracen app. Over/under still 4.5, I believe. So if you went there now, I guess you would go under based on the way you feel today at 4-8.
Yes.
So you can find all those preseason lines and NFL preseason games. They got lines on those as well. So it's all there. The Bet Saracen app, Arkansas's only local sports betting app.
It's the happy hedge. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't bet on Arkansas on the under right now. You're either going to make money
or
they're
happy.
going to be happier than you expected.
Well,
to me,
how happy can you be though with a 5-win season?
You may need a little help, like an injured
I would be
quarterback.
happier. Yeah, and you're
If the
right.
team is injured, like their best
Shane
player.
Beamer getting fired before South Carolina comes in here on November the 14th. That would be, again, I would be, if this team is 5-7, a 3-win differential from last year, new coach, 60 some odd new players, most SEC transfers in your 2 deep of anyone. That to me, I don't know how you're not.
Well,
and that sounds like loser talk, being that you didn't make a bowl game. But I personally would be happy come November 28th following the LSU game.
What have I said all summer is the number one thing you want to come out of this season with?
Knowing that he's the right guy.
Right. Affirmation that you've hired the right coach, that we have a runway and a future with Ryan Silverfield. So that's not only going to be determined in whether you win 4 or 5, and certainly I think at 6 nobody would argue, but it's also going to be in those other 6, 7, or 8 games that you lose and how you look in those. Because we say there's no moral victories, but there is a difference in losing by a touchdown, and they had 5 of those single possession games, and you pointed out a 9-point loss yesterday on the show that you could really almost make it
We were up
6.
I think it was 21-10 in that game, and
Yeah.
Kalen threw, I think, 3 picks in the second half.
How you play in the losses matter. I mean, you can say, well, the bottom line's the bottom line. I get that, but I can tell you this: there's a difference in losing $1,000 and $100,000.
Well, think about
still loss, but it there's varying degrees of it. So how well you look against the upper shelf, the top 4 or 5 teams in this league, how you play against Georgia, how you play against Texas, how you go on the road and perform against A&M. I don't expect you to win any of those 3, but can you go and at least be in the game at some point in the second half? You may get beat by 21, but do you look competitive at points in the game?
Well, let's go back, and I'll pull Nutt into this since we saw him at practice this week. So I think 9-3 is out of reach, like that team won in '98. I don't think anyone expects that. I'm not going to include Coach Hatfield or some of the crummy records when they first entered the SEC as head coaches. Let's start at Nutt. So Nutt goes 9-3 in '98. Then in 2008, Petrino goes 5-7, which I think is attainable. I don't think it's going to happen, but I think it's at least attainable. Bielema goes 3-9. Chad goes 2-10. Pittman goes 3-7. So you're going to hopefully go better than 2-10. You got to win at least 2 conference games. I think that you're going to be better than Brett Bielema at 3-9 to start the year. But the 5-7 Petrino mold, like end of the year, high hopes. Again, beating LSU or Texas is going to be really difficult. Once on the road, once at home. But that gives you, like, while you're not going straight from there to Shreveport or Memphis or one of the other crummy bowls that the SEC would send you to, it at least gives you an idea of, hey, we might be on to something. And, again, the 9-3 like Nutt did in 98 is not attainable. But that's like the closest semblance of what you could potentially be, I think, is what Petrino did in 2008, is that 5-7.
The 3-7 that Pittman had in his first year is better than
That
it
felt
sounds.
Yeah.
That felt like a bowl.
You were in a COVID year. You played all SEC games.
It's really a 5-7. It really is. It's a 5-7. You have 2 non-conference wins that you're getting there. You're playing a crummy team and an okay team. It's a 5-7 record without the 2 non-conference games.
Yeah.
That's essentially what it was. And
I'll buy
frankly,
that. I'll buy that.
year you should have been 5-5. You got screwed against Auburn, and I think it was the LSU game. You missed a late kick that you should have. Like they butchered it like they have the last 15 years. But when you look at just these first years and everyone else, again,
just
winning
minimize beating yourself. That's what I hear you saying.
On the ball.
Own the ball. I know they were hollering that this week.
I want you to
just
count.
Just get
when
out of your own way.
When you go to practice on Thursday, I want you to count tomorrow. I want you to count how many times you hear that over the course of the 40 minutes you get to watch.
Can I get one of them little clickers that people stand at an entrance at a game or a concert or something?
Counting up the people.
Yeah,
I saw a
I need
video.
a clicker.
They were like poking at the football while they were throwing like a tennis ball for them to catch. I mean, it was pretty.
Well, good. I mean, we talked about this yesterday. I don't want to just hear lip service about ball security.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just hear lip service about turnover margin. I'm glad you're seeing it in practice. You show up and you see drills. You see reminders and conversation. And I don't want it to just be for show. So, I mean, you fix that one issue, I think you fix 2 outcomes for this year, at least based on recent times.
Yep. One of the elements of this football team is the fact that they have all these transfer players. And heard Jamari Hawkins say this, heard Tom Murphy talking about this yesterday when he joined us, is like these kids that have come over, a lot of them have come from winning programs, college football programs. And this is what Carlin Jones, a new defensive tackle for you from USC, was talking about yesterday.
So we all came from, winning programs. The fact that they went, 2-10 last year. And I feel like we could bring that type of, so everyone knows how to win since we came from solid programs. So, what it takes to win and what the flaws were maybe in their past year. So I feel like that's what we bring to the table.
Coming from Memphis, like in my whole college career, I haven't lost a lot.
This is the opening drive.
We kind of touched on this before the show. Obviously, JMU kids come over to Bloomington and didn't think that was going to work, but it did. So you got these collection of Memphis kids, Hawkins, Breland, Sutton Smith. There's some others that come over. They're not. I know they won 8 games last year, but they're kind of hovering around the 10 wins. Gleaden's coming over from the Georgia Bulldogs, who just won the SEC championship. You heard Jones, they won 9 games. The Trojans did last year. Hunter Osborne, Virginia was in the ACC championship game. Joker, Tulane was in the college football playoff, as was Chris Harrison. I say Christian Harrison, who played on the college football playoff team at Tennessee. You're getting players that and I know most kids in high school, they win a lot of games, but you did bring in a lot of guys that were on really highly successful teams this last year. And I don't know if that's going to amount to anything, but it has been something you've heard from multiple players this offseason about heading into this year. Hey, we struggled. They struggle here. They didn't do this. But I'm not used to losing is basically what it's been summed
Welcome
up
to
as.
the SEC.
How many of those transfer portal players were impact players on teams that had success? Now, I mean, let's just be honest. When you're 2-10, you don't attract a lot of top shelf talent, high profile talent. I don't think Arkansas was equipped financially when that process began with a new coach last year in early December of going through the portal. I think better days are ahead on getting players. You didn't have the spring portal this year, which probably, in some ways, hurt Arkansas, because then the coach couldn't maybe purge a few guys off the roster and fill some deficiencies. So it was probably a bad time, honestly, for Ryan Silverfield not to have a second portal, even though all the coaches hate it. Probably in a private moment, he might tell you, yeah, we'd like to have one more chance to go grab a few players, particularly when you got some scholarships.
Do you think that's such a wash, though, when kids leave?
Well, it gives you a chance, at least when you have a hole in your roster, a hole in your depth chart to go do something. I'm just saying, I don't know that they were fully equipped financially to go out and really compete for top talent when he first arrived. And I think next December's a different story.
Why do you think that is the case?
Well, they've sold the naming rights to the stadium. They freed up money in the budget. I mean, Hunter Yurchek's given us 4 or 5 reasons to think that. Okay. Those things weren't in place, and I don't know that you can pledge or make promises at that point without all the money in hand. I just think they're more equipped this next December, based on the things we know,
that makes sense,
to keep their gloves up longer. So that's what I think. That's the opening drive. It's brought to you by our friends at Farm Credit. At the end of a long day, when the workday's done, how you spend your time, that's what matters the most. Whether you go out on the water or on the trails or just relaxing on your own land, Farm Credit of Western Arkansas is here to help you get there. Visit myaglender.com. That's myaglender.com, or start by any one of their 25 locations today and see how they can help you make your free time even better.
Rod's on I-40 here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Rod, go ahead. You're on the morning rush.
Oh, you guys are depressing me. 5-7, 3-9. Oh my God! It's the only thing worse than going 5-7 was if you get a bowl game and you lose it and go 5-8. That's about the only way you can go any worse than that. I mean, please, we've got to do. I was hoping for 6-6. I understand it's a big reach and a tall ask. Was it actually 13 and 14 and 33 that, like Tommy said it was on winning averages at home?
That's not averages. That's
in Fayetteville.
Since 2012 SEC games, they've won 14
in Fayetteville.
In Fayetteville.
God, Ty, did Tommy actually look, or did he really get the guess right?
I actually got the guess right.
Yeah.
I'd
you
heard
that would
this
be
stat
like
a while
put-
back. I thought it was 12 or 13, but when he told me I was a little bit light, I just guessed 14.
That'd be like putting the ball in the hole a little bit, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but if I give you North Alabama and Tulsa, and I just say Georgia, A&M, and Texas are off the table, I'm not calling all those other games toss-ups, but I think they're all winnable games, home and away. So, I think you can, that's what, 7 other games. Can you to get to 6-6 like you're talking about? Can you win 4 of those 7 toss-up games? I think that's a tall ask in year one.
If we had had a little better discipline last year, I think we would have probably picked up 2 or 3 more wins anyway there.
Yeah.
I mean, we had Ole Miss.
Yeah.
We had them. All we had to do was keep our hands on the thinking ball. That's all we had to do.
Had several of them. Hey, Rob, thanks for the phone call. Good to hear from you as always. Hey, we were out at Hardee's. You were in Salisaw, weren't you, yesterday?
You had 4 qualifiers.
Had more. How many do we have now?
30.
We're going to have to get we're going to blow some walls out over there at Hardee's on the 22nd. So we got a huge number to win this football trip of a lifetime. We normally have 15, 16, 18 finalists. So I don't know what we're going to do. That's going to be a lot of monster burgers on that last day. Another chance to qualify coming up tomorrow. We'll tell you about that. It's the football trip of a lifetime with Hardee's and ESPN Arkansas.
All right, Hog Update coming up. More thoughts on Danny Beal, the star-studded freshman, some other things. That's next on the Morning Rush.
Let's talk about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started.
Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need.
Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless.
Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
We've got big news from Roback. This entire week, Roback is launching its brand new collegiate collection, just in time for the fall season. And if you're an Arkansas fan, you're in luck. The Arkansas collection officially dropped, and there's plenty of inventory available. So whether you're headed to the stadium watching from home or just looking to upgrade your game day gear, now's the time to check out Roback's new Arkansas collegiate collection. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they loved the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with a free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Luxuriate in premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce in the melty steak burrito. All that for only $3. That kind of looks might go to your head.
Can I have a steak knife?
You may not.
Until you chew it.
The $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Now joining the Lutz value menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse.
Some serious crappie.
Nice speck.
We got coffee.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite, white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
95 cents a month. If you need more speed for a current plan, call us to upgrade. Wave Rural Connect, fast fiber internet, friendly customer service from a local provider. Visit waveruralconnect.com or call 1-833-492-8372.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Concord GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off on this top-selling midsize SUV, or $2,000 off and 0% financing for 60 months on 2026 Buick Envisions. These are limited-time offers with approved credit. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. We're online at harryrobinson.com.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest. He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Is your business getting found online or getting lost in the crowd? Hi, I'm Christy Bedeau with ESPN Arkansas, and I'm here to help you get your products and services found in today's digital world. Not only do we offer connections to the loyal Razorback fan base, but we can help you build, maintain, and grow your online presence. From world-class websites to streaming video commercials, we create the campaign that allows you to be found online and on air. I can help you create a marketing strategy built around your goals that works. Call me, Christy Bedeau, at 208-3012 for a free needs analysis, and let's create a marketing plan that gets you found.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
And McFadden goes 73 yards. And Allen has a wide open man. It's Childs. He's loose. He scores. Childs, please.
Uncle Tommy loves the Razorbacks.
ARKNSAS.
This is your Hog Update on the Morning Rush.
He takes everything serious to make sure, like, if he messes up in a rap, like, he kind of tells himself, like, you know, he can do better than that. Sometimes with being a freshman, he gets in his head a lot. We as older guys have to get him out of that pit. Just tell us the next play, man, you're gonna play better than that next play. And he's a hardworking person. Like, he talks a lot with Hunter Osborne in the meetings to, like, make sure he knows. He asks questions in the meetings.
That's Razorback defensive lineman David Oakey talking about the star-studded freshman Danny Beal, who I've heard more than I think any freshman. Is that fair to say that we've heard about in the offseason?
Mm-hmm.
That
I
fair?
think so, yeah.
Okay. Is this a fall camp kid or an actual kid that's going to play? Like, you always talk about, like, the practice heroes, whether it's basketball, football, baseball, or whatever. Is this kid going to play? Like, defensive line, and he looks like he is a senior in the SEC. He's like 6'5", 350. I think he's 6'5", 350.
So he has the physical capability.
He does not look like a true freshman when he steps into the trenches for Arkansas football. But is it just talk, or is this kid actually going to play some this fall?
I would say with the question marks about quality depth on that front defensive line, I think Bill probably factors into the plans. Particularly, I would think you would see him early in these first with the North Alabama game, the Utah game. And remember, as a freshman, you can play in, 5 games?
It's four games.
Four games. Can't play in the 5th.
And the bowl game.
Yeah, so you can play in 4 and still maintain a red shirt. But red shirts aren't as valued as they used to be, I don't believe. Now, I know we got the 5-for-5 rule now, but I don't think they're as valued because people don't stick at a school very often for 5 years.
Yeah, it's
so
so
why am
rare.
I going to let you preserve? If I think you can help us win a game, I'm going to play you because the odds of you still being here in 4 more years is pretty minimal anyway.
Okay. I did find it funny. So you heard from Carlin Jones and also Danny Yoki. The coaches that were speaking yesterday, Coach Cotton and Coach Wilkerson, were both in sweatshirts when it was like nearly 100 degrees. I guess that's just like, hey, if you guys are battling, we're going to battle through the elements too, type of thing.
It's messaging.
Mm-hmm.
And it keeps the sun off of you.
Are you going to wear a sweatshirt tomorrow at practice?
No, I'm not.
You're not gonna gut it out like the rest of the players.
I'm not one of them. No. No one's paying me to be there like they're all getting paid to be there.
So you got practice open to the media. That the scrimmages are not. We were kind of talking about this before the show. Let's say Coach Silverfield changed his mind and opened it up to fans on Saturdays and Sundays in the coming weeks. You think people would go?
Well, he's only got 2 scrimmages on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
And one is this coming Sunday, one is the following Saturday on the 22nd.
Mm-hmm.
It's happened before with teams that had more, let's just say regard for their win total for that season.
Yeah.
And it was kind of last minute, but there still was only 2,500, 3,000 that showed up. I just don't think people are, with school coming back in, people getting in. I just don't think you're going to have, there's not enough people that's overly excited that with 15,000 going to show up for a scrimmage.
You were talking about
not going to happen.
Traffic on the roads picking up as of late, regardless of where you live in Arkansas, or really anywhere for that matter, with so much school, especially morning, not so much in the afternoons, at least around 5 when a lot of people get off work, but definitely mornings coming and going to school, elementary, middle school, high school. It's you can definitely see a change there.
It was first day today for my kids, and so it was pictures this morning. I hung out at the house just a little bit longer, and
so pictures in front of the house.
Oh yeah,
did you have the sign that said craft?
No, didn't do that.
Okay.
I was told to just stay away, just stay inside.
It was just the kids.
The kids with their friends, because then 2 different. They all wanted to ride to school together. Anyway, it was a big production today at the house. So
sounds
first
fun.
day of school. Yeah,
the composites.
I couldn't wait to get here. Honestly,
the composites that the kids are forced to smile in, and that no one wants to be there for.
All right, that's the Hog Update this morning, brought to you by the Pradco store that's inside Bass Pro Shops in Fort Smith. It is truly a one-of-a-kind. The only one you'll find anywhere in the U.S. It's in Fort Smith, so it's worth the drive wherever you're listening to come to the Bass Pro Shops and check this Pradco store out. They've got all their lures, got a big selection, and you can customize any of those with your company logo, your name, your message, happy birthday, Dad, whatever you want to put on it, you can customize them. You can also design lures. They got blanks that you can pick the colors and completely design it as well. So check it out. It's the Pradco store inside Bass Pro Shops, just off I-540 and Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith.
Speaking of pictures, I don't know if you've seen the Alabama and Auburn fans. They're going back and forth on who has the better team composite. Still waiting on Arkansas's when it goes into that. Did you enjoy taking team pictures back in the day? We just had ours a couple weeks ago, but they were individual. Did you those were the pictures that I actually treasure. Not my own composite, but like when you're with your old teammates, high school, middle school, or whatever. For some cases, for some of you college, those are ones that I actually like seeing all these years later.
I got my freshman football picture somewhere. It's on my phone somewhere.
I'm gonna need to see that.
You're gonna need to see that?
Yes, I'm gonna need to see that.
Hey, brought to you by the Fence Man. 782-3936 is the number. Call our guys over there, and they will get you fixed up and give you a discount up to $500 or 10% off your project on residential fencing right now. And they're less than 30 days out. So just a couple of weeks to get your fence not only bid but installed as well. That's the Fence Man. 782-3936. Or thefencemanAR.com. All right, Morning Rush Daily Question coming up. It is a What's Your Beef Wednesday. Got a few of those on the Lewis Automotive text line to go through as well, so we'll do that coming up in just a bit. What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richards Country Meat Market, just off College and Rolling Hills in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com, 443-0000.
Morning Rush Daily Question when we come back.
He's talking about Richard's Meat Market.
I'm Tim Shepard. I'm running for Washington County Judge. People come to Washington County for a reason, to raise a family, build a future, and enjoy the beauty of a place we call home. No matter how long you've lived here, We all want the same things: safe communities, responsible growth, and leaders who get things done. I'm Tim Shepard, and I'll work every day to keep Washington County the best place to live, work, raise a family, and call home. I'd appreciate your vote November 3rd.
Paid for by the committee to elect Tim Shepard, Washington County Judge.
I'm Wendy Howerton, and I'm running for circuit judge here in Washington-Madison County. I've been practicing here for 20 years, representing people just like you, and every day matters. It's going to be justice for all. Everyone there is going to have a voice, and all those people who don't have a voice, they're going to have one in my courts. And I'm going to apply the law evenly, impartially, like it should be. I'm here to protect all your constitutional rights, because they've never been more important than they are now.
Paid for by the Howerton campaign.
On the best item, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the stadium shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Googleator at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Googleator knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
There's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there ain't but one Razorback. Number one.
This is The Morning Rush.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Good morning. Your Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast mix and match along.
We've got fluffy eggs and sausage on a made-from-scratch biscuit ready, or perhaps biscuit and gravy. Ooh, maybe a sweet cinnamon roll. Wake up and smell that sweet deal. Mix and match any 2 for just $5 for a limited time, only at Hardee's. Don't snooze on the app. Snag juicy deals, order ahead, and get to work on time. Maybe. Exclusive app offers for registered My Rewards members only. Available for a limited time at participating restaurants.
When your carpets, upholstery, and floors look dirty and stained, call your local Service Master Clean at 646-4087. Service Master Clean is an industry leader and can remove the toughest stains from your home or office. And they back their work with a satisfaction guarantee. Eliminate dirt and grime from your carpet, hardwood, tile, and laminate floors. Call your local Service Master Clean, 479-646-4087. That's 646-4087 or online at servicemasterpc.com.
Before kickoff, get your game plan ready at True Grit Running Company. Whether you're calling the Hogs in Fayetteville or cheering from the River Valley, your feet deserve the best. Get expertly fitted for running shoes, walking shoes, and recovery sandals that'll keep you comfortable all season long. Visit True Grit Running Company, 6808 Rogers Avenue in Fort Smith. Better running, better walking, and woo, pig suey.
Spring is here, and it's the perfect time to upgrade your home. If your garage door needs repair or you're ready for a new look, call Precision Garage Door. From broken springs and openers to brand new doors, they provide expert service and professional installation. Fully licensed and insured, with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers, and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call 844-PDS-DOOR or visit PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Precision Garage Door, voted the best in Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
Budweiser, the American lager. Time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser, this Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Are you ready to indulge in an unforgettable fine dining experience? Then come join us at Uncorked, where every meal is a masterpiece, crafted with the finest ingredients to tantalize your taste buds. And with our extensive selection of cocktails, wine, craft beer, and bourbons, we've got something for everyone. So why not take a break from the ordinary and join us on Phoenix Avenue next to Sodi's? Come savor the moment with us at Uncorked, where every visit is a celebration.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
Carpat Social Morning Rush Daily Question.
All right, you men. I'm going to ask you a question, and I want you to answer to the best of your ability.
It's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Check out Nate and Christian's Place in Lowell online at carpatsocial.com.
There is breaking news this morning out of Los Angeles that the Lakers, who recently sold a controlling interest of the team and a valuation of $10 billion, Mark Walters had the controlling interest that he had bought or purchased from the Buss family. It has now been all sold lock, stock, and barrel. Reportedly to businessman Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, who used to be the head of ABC and Disney, for $12 billion. It went up $2 billion in value in less than a year. Here is the Morning Rush Daily Question. Which one is worth more, the Los Angeles Lakers or the Dallas Cowboys? Morning Rush Daily Question brought to you by Cart Path Social.
You hit it first, Big C. It's one of your teams.
You know, winning lately is they've kind of been on the same trajectory, just kind of underachieving. But I don't think that really matters. I think these two brands are obviously well established. But personally, I would say probably the Los Angeles Lakers.
Ellis, Leach, I'm in the Cowboys. I think it's the Cowboys. We saw the preseason Hall of Fame game get 7 million viewers. Anytime you can attract television viewership, which the NFL kicks the NBA, and frankly, everyone's butt outside of college football, it's not close. It's the Dallas Cowboys. So if it's 12 million,
if it's 12 billion for the Lakers, and I'll agree, that's the number one NBA franchise. But I mean, the Clippers sold to Steve. Steve Ballmer bought them when they went through their big upheaval. He owned the Seahawks, bought them. He bought them for a unbelievable, at the time, price of $2.1 billion. Now the Lakers sell for 12. If that's now the new bar, that's the new marketplace, I would venture to say there's probably half a dozen, maybe 8, 9, 10 NFL franchises worth $12 billion or more. If that's how we're going to value this.
What do you think they are what do you think Sportico values the Dallas Cowboys right now, guys?
Well, if you factor this in, I would think the Cowboys would have to be closer to 13 to 15 billion.
15 and a half.
Okay, 15 billion
is what they value the Dallas Cowboys at.
Cowboys would be number one, in my opinion, in the NFL in the valuation of a franchise. Who would you put number two?
Oh, that's a great question.
See, what comes to mind for me, right or wrong, no, the market's not big enough, would be the Patriots. Winning tradition, that Patriot logo's got a lot of equity, great stadium, great. I know Boston's not bigger than New York, but they don't share a market either with two teams in the same market.
Rams?
I think Rams is a good one.
Because the Lakers just proved why the Rams are probably not worth as much.
And I think it gets muddled a little.
Who would be number two in the NFL? It's not the Chiefs. I know the Chiefs have had success, but they're in Kansas City.
Chicago?
Possibly.
See,
I can't say Giants or Jets, even though they're in New York.
Boston doesn't have the television market. It's a big market, but it's still not. It doesn't dwarf. I mean, you could even say Houston, with the television market in Houston.
But you're looking at total franchise value.
Green Bay, maybe.
No, too small a market.
Steelers.
That would be another one, right?
Even though Pittsburgh's a smaller market, but the tradition that they have, that would be a good one.
Philadelphia Eagles would be in this conversation.
Yeah, Philadelphia would be up there.
Probably Washington. The Washington Commanders would be in this conversation.
I don't know why I think Chicago. Lee says probably somewhere like Miami.
Mm-hmm. But they're moving their franchise, or moving their moving from Soldier Field
to Indiana
in like 6 or 8 years.
49ers.
That's not a bad one. That's tradition too over time. I would say that was
probably the Broncos too.
That's a
Art and Rogers on the Lewis Automotive text line says the Rams. But I don't think it's Rams. I think the Lakers selling for $12 billion, like I said a minute ago, just proved that the Rams aren't number 2. The Lakers are the biggest deal in L.A. It's not close.
and that might be the only.
The Cowboys are the biggest thing in the state of Texas. Agree or disagree?
Yes.
Okay.
Because you have to have an opinion on the Dallas Cowboys. You cannot be down the middle on the Dallas Cowboys. It is you either like them or you hate them.
And I'm not going to say there's more Cowboy fans in Louisiana than Saints fans, but there are a lot of people in the state of Louisiana because of that border right there that pay attention as well. I mean, Arkansas, look at this state. Oklahoma, same way. There's a lot of Cowboy fans. They are a multi-state franchise with the Cowboys. And they have iconic logos. I think iconic logos like the Lakers, like the Cowboys, like the Patriots, I think it just amps up your value because your merchandise is more iconic. It's people want to buy your stuff more. Not that makes you a ton of money, but I just think it's a plus.
Yeah, good logos definitely help. The Chiefs are apparently, according to Robert, at 16. The $8.74 billion.
16th in the NFL.
Yeah, 16th in the National Football League. The Bengals are dead last at 7.4. So think about that. Assuming I'll take Robert at his word on this. The lowest NFL franchise in Cincinnati, Ohio, is valued at $7.4 billion.
Who is?
7.4. The Cincinnati Bengals.
Okay.
$7.4 billion.
And they rank where?
It was 32 out of 32.
Oh, so
it's 30. Is it 32 or 30 NFL teams?
32.
Okay, that's what I thought.
30 Major League Baseball teams and NBA teams, right? Don't ask me on hockey.
Yeah, don't ask me off the top of my head.
This
All right,
is fun.
Go ahead. What'd you
I was
say?
gonna say this is fun talking about
The second,
Well,
I like the second part of your question.
Yeah. So the Lakers, if you're just hopping in, breaking news this morning, the Los Angeles Lakers controlling interest was purchased a year ago. They valued it at $10 billion. Bob Iger, Josh Kushner, who they were involved in the Las Vegas expansion. Apparently they have dropped that deal to buy the Lakers for $12 billion today. Is kind of the big national news.
Well, that is your Cart Pass Social Morning Rush Daily Question. You can watch this on SportsCenter at Cart Pass Social. It's 68 degrees, unlike it being 90-something in NWA. Maybe you've got a Razorback weekend you want to go to and you're looking for stuff outside of the game itself with your kids, your friends, your family. You can do so at Cart Pass Social, 122 Grant Place in Lowell. They've got the unlimited golf packages. Again, the memberships the next 2 months starting at just $200. You got to take advantage of that for the last 2 months of summer. You've also got birthday parties they can host, corporate events. CartPassSocial.com, and it's always BYOB at Christian and Nate's place, Cart Pass Social.
How do you come up with $12 billion? You can't get a loan for $12 billion. You don't have $12 billion in cash laying around. I would love to know how these deals are structured.
Well,
how do you move $12 billion around?
Jerry Buss, some of it was land swaps. He put up collateral, and it like you said, you don't come to a meeting with a briefcase or briefcases of
you don't wire
$12
billion.
No,
only the Waltons can do that.
Yeah,
there's and a few others, but Zuckerberg, guy that owns Amazon, those guys can.
Bezos.
But a lot of theirs they'd have to liquidate stock to do that,
which they don't want to do.
No,
because it's going to keep going up.
So I mean, I just wonder the inside baseball stuff here. How do you actually close a deal for $12 billion? How do you fund that deal? That's interesting to me.
I don't know. I'm not the guy that.
That's beyond my. This isn't a 30-year mortgage here. We can figure that part out, but you don't go down to your banker and, hey, I got 15% down on the Lakers. Can you loan me the rest? That's not how these deals work. So, but that deal, like we were just talking about, just made Jerry Jones and his family worth several billion more.
Yep.
Just amped the bar up a little bit. And it wasn't that many years ago the Cowboys were like the number one valued franchise at $5 billion.
Wow.
And now we're talking about tripling that number.
How are they going to – I know, like, I see these different videos, how once Jerry, and I'm not trying to get morbid, but once Jerry does pass, like, how are they going to get away with, like, the inheritance tax? How are
Well, you get a stepped-up basis helps somewhat, but now I'm sure that smart
there's
lawyers
gotta be a workaround for that.
Well, not in large part, yes, but you put things in, you shield them in multiple corporations. Over time, your kids buy pieces of the business. But yeah, it's ugly. It's really ugly what happens there. You try to put it in trust. You try to put the stadium in one name. You have limited partnerships. There's strategies to it, but they can only take you so far.
And that's why a good accountant and a good lawyer is worth every penny.
You need a team of lawyers for what the Jones family's got going, or any of these people, anyone with a large business. But you got to have, like you said, a strategy on that had to start years ago.
What is your excitement level for Dallas Cowboys football, Big C? You're 24 days out from Razorback football. I guess that makes us
I want the Pickens deal to get resolved. They've got talent, but the defense is what I always kind of worry about. Can they stop the run? I mean, I don't know. Dak's a serviceable quarterback. I mean, he's probably going to get you there, but I don't know if he can win it. I don't know if he's that type of quarterback.
It is still. It's kind of like the. In essence, like Arkansas basketball. So you go in 95, right, after winning in 94, and you're back, and you're thinking, all right, this is going to continue. Sweet 16 in 96, then you don't go back to a Sweet 16 till 21. Dallas Cowboys, think about that 4-year stretch, 3 Super Bowls. Was it 92, 93, 96? Or 90, 93, 94, 96, maybe? And they have not been back to an NFC championship game since 96. You have these,
but yet they've tripled in value in the last 6 years or whatever.
You have these moments in time as sports fans, whatever team you're a part, or whatever team you claim to be a part of or a fan of, and you think that nirvana is never going to end based on how everything is set up from a coaching, from a managerial standpoint, everything, and then it just collapses, and then you go decades upon decades
because
of it not
it's
getting
always
back on
what
track.
The straw that stirs the drink gets removed. Arkansas, you thought we're going to go to every Final Four in the mid-90s. We'll just do this forever. Then Nolan changed. Then he leaves 4 or 5 years later, and you don't sniff a Sweet 16 for 20 years. Jimmy Johnson leaves their franchise. Haven't sniffed a Super Bowl in 30 years. So, you think you think Camelot will last forever, and it never does. Hey, there's no place like home, and for the home team, that's always Sterling Bank. They live here, work here, and they cheer for the same team you and I do right here in Northwest Arkansas. They're now in Central Arkansas as well, so from home plate to your front door, Sterling Bank steps up to the plate with personal service, local decisions, and a commitment that lasts longer than just a season. They're not just bankers, they're your neighbors, your friends, and part of the team that helps your family. Go to stirbank.bank. That's Sterling Bank, Fayetteville, Rogers, Bentonville, and in Little Rock, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
This is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
This is Matt.
This is Raleigh, and we're with the Stadium Shop on Razorback in Fayetteville.
We are the only family, alumni, and locally owned Razorback store. We went to school here. We live here. We get what every Razorback logo means.
Plus, we're the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, and almost every item that comes into our store has our stamp of approval. We want the best graphic on the best item, and that's what sets us apart.
Whether it's pennants, fan cave items, or other clothing, we take the time to get it right.
Hey, Dad, do you know what they call a pallbearer from Tulsa?
No, what?
Karaoke.
Matt, that's my job to do the dad joke.
Well, you said you were going to retire someday, so I should start practicing.
Anyway, you can stop by the Stadium Shop at 989 South Razorback Road in Fayetteville next to Baum-Walker Stadium.
Or you can call us at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Or if you can't get to Fayetteville, you can check us out on the Google later at shoponrazorback.com.
Dad, you actually got most of that right. How'd you do that?
Well, if you're going to do the dad joke, then I need to step up my Google later knowledge.
There's no hope for you, is there? Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Looking for a fence that stands out and stands strong? Call the Fence Man, 479-782-3936. Serving the Fort Smith area for over 40 years, the Fence Man builds custom, one-of-a-kind fences, residential, commercial, and high security. Need automatic gates? The Fence Man does it. Need financing? You got it. 18-month financing is available. Get your free quote today at thefencemanar.com. or call 479-782-3936. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work.
At United Federal Credit Union, our checking accounts meet you where you are. Free checking gives you everything you need with no strings attached. Safe Spend lets you set debit card limits for the whole family. And Ultra Checking rewards higher balances. Plus, our digital banking and mobile app let you manage it all in one place. Visit unitedfcu.com/checking to get started. United Federal Credit Union. We get you. Insured by NCUA. Membership subject to eligibility. Free checking with e-documents. A $2.50 fee applies for each paper statement if you are not enrolled in e-documents.
This is the Morning Rush.
Get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. Just bring in your old car and make the switch to any one of our great road-ready certified pre-owned vehicles and get state sales tax paid when you trade. Our road-ready certified vehicles are inspected, reconditioned, and backed by a comprehensive warranty. Combine that with our non-commissioned sales team and the nation's best lenders on standby, and you've got an award-winning, hassle-free way to get your next ride. Make the switch to road-ready certified and get state sales tax paid when you trade all this month at Rath Auto Resources. 4515 Towson Avenue, Fort Smith.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Just one taste of the premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce, and that kind of lux might go to your head. And for just $3, how could it not? But even as you're enjoying the tender premium steak and cheesy opulence, try not to ask the waiter for a steak knife. Experience the Lutz Value Menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell. Limited time at participating stores while supplies last. Prices vary. Tax extra.
It's sad that we live in an unsafe world, but we do. Would you be able to show the police who was at your home if something was taken? Guardtronic installs alarm systems as well as camera systems. We here at ESPN rely on our Guardtronic installed cameras to keep an eye on what's going on around our building, as many of you do. Guardtronic has been serving the River Valley for over 60 years. Call Guardtronic for a free estimate so you'll be able to show the police who the bad boys are that took your belongings. License E50.
Budweiser, the American lager. A time-honored recipe, true to our original process, brewed using the choicest hops, rice, and best barley malt, delivering great quality beer since 1876. Budweiser. This Bud's for you. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Budweiser Lager Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
The spring allergy and hay fever seasons are here, and Law's Drugstore has what you need to safely take care of you and your family. Law's Drugstore can fill and refill your prescriptions, and they have all of the over-the-counter allergy remedies to provide comfort. Call 452-6116 and ask about vaccine shot appointment for shingles, pneumonia, COVID, and whooping cough. Law's Drugstore, 6802 Rogers Avenue behind the Outback Steakhouse. Law's Drugstore, open 6 days a week to safely care for you and your family.
Skechers elite athlete OG Anunoby has been making history on the basketball court.
Anunoby tips it in. Unbelievable. What a shot.
He's been balling out in Skechers high-performance basketball sneakers, and the world is noticed. But how does OG train off the court to keep in peak physical condition? Hands-free Skechers Slip-ins Aeroburst. They help prepare OG for the physical demands of playing at a championship level. Get your pair of Aeroburst for only $165 at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever high-performance running shoes are sold.
I want barbecue that's sliced thick, smoked long, and so tender it melts in your mouth. Sides that will fill me up like a twice-baked potato, baked beans, hand-cut fries, okra, Texas toast. You know what I'm talking about? A restaurant where the whole family can go and get a great meal for a great price. Where the owner actually comes to your table to make sure everything tastes great. I'll tell you what I want. I want Jerry Neal's.
ESPN Arkansas weather.
For today, blue skies, sunshine, and hot temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. That feels like factor 105 to 107. Mainly clear mid to upper 70s overnight. Lots of sunshine, highs in the mid to upper 90s on Thursday, and then we wrap up the week with sunny skies, upper 90s. I'm Sally Russell with your forecast on ESPN Arkansas.
The weather is brought to you by COP CDL Academy. Want a life-changing career? Give them a call today at 479-632-1050 or check them out online at copcdlacademy.com.
KERX Paris Fort Smith. The Bud Light Countdown is on. Arkansas football begins in 24 days.
This hour of the Morning Rush is brought to you by Bud Light.
Can't drink all day unless you start early.
Celebrate America's 250th anniversary with an ice-cold Bud Light.
This is the kind of thing that if this happened and it was someone we worked with here, I'm not sure I can even work with a person like that. There's a difference in a little foot wedge, moving it off a tree root, giving a 3-foot putt, 2-foot putt, and what this guy did. There is a whole world of difference.
Bad look. Bad look.
This is criminal cheating.
How bad did he need the money is what I was saying.
Well, he did have a couple 3-year-olds. What did he say? He had 2 kids under 3. He's a man that needs some money.
And then he brings in again his family, and it's like they don't deserve this.
Well, he's right.
Yeah, and
he is right on that.
Live from the Bud Light Studios, produced by Christian Johnston with Ty Richardson and Tommy Kraft. This is the Morning Rush.
Anyone see what the University of Michigan is doing for students this fall? Either of you two? They're dropping grades. It's either pass or no credit for the College of Literature, School of the Arts and Sciences.
Pass or
Trying to-
fail.
yeah, curb mental health crisis for the freshmen that are on campus. Any thoughts on
What
that?
mental health crisis would you have? Because you made a C?
Losing your scholarship, maybe being a straight A student in high school, and that getting a tough curriculum to
Teacher
initially
that don't
start
like
college.
you.
Teachers that don't like
Yeah.
you, and they grade you harder.
Yeah, because if you don't
Something like
succeed
that.
in life, it is definitely someone else's fault.
Yeah.
Not yours. Not the fact you didn't go to class or you never studied.
There are some teachers that
or you
like,
went, you know,
make
you-
it their life's work to make it tough on you.
You made 4 classes, but you never missed dollar beer night. You know, that's not, you know, but it's the teacher's fault that didn't pass class.
Oh. I know I'm not in school anymore, but that's kind of a beef of mine. And at no point in time did I ever think it would be good for me, the 8 semesters and the 4 years in school at Arkansas, that, hey, I should have, instead of A, B, C, or D, or F, I should get this instead. Because that's a
How do you figure
school
a
beef of-
GPA on that?
That's a great question. It's a great question.
I don't know. We'll probably just give everybody a 4, you know, an A for passing. Anyway. What's your beef Wednesday? That's a good beef. What's your beef Wednesday? Brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market, 3042 North Market Avenue, just off College and Rolling Hills. Find them online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com. If you want to fancy it up one night or one weekend, big celebration, they can do standing rib roast, like a prime rib roast. They can do beef tenderloins for you. One of my favorites there, they do a pork crown roast where it's a bone-in pork roast, and then you smoke it or cook it in the oven and slice it, and they can do that with a butcher tine and draw that up in a circle. That's always great. Gourmet burgers. I'm telling you, I love a good bone-in ribeye as much as anybody, but nothing's better on charcoal than a great gourmet burger, and they've got them at Richard's Country Meat Market. Find them online, richardscountrymeatmarket.com, or call ahead for curbside service, 479-443-0000.
Ryan said he got a C- and he would hang it on the fridge back in the day. That was what his he would do.
C's get degrees.
Robert in Barling, his beef is people not using sidewalks and using the road instead here on the Lewis
Yeah.
Automotive Group hotline.
What's happened to self-awareness? That's one of my beefs. You always know when I travel, I'm going to come back with something, but people's self-awareness is just gone anymore. I think it's the phones doing it to us because we're
Yeah.
paying attention to the phone. We have no awareness of anyone else around us. It's a wonder more people don't just wander out into traffic and get run over or walk off the side of a cliff. I mean, it is amazing. After spending the weekend in Chicago, and listen, my kids are as guilty as the next, but they are, it's just amazing watching people pay no attention to what's going on. I was in a hotel a couple weekends ago. I'm standing at the desk checking in, right? The lady at the desk is dealing with me. This woman comes in 1,000,000 miles an hour. No self-awareness. Just comes right up the desk and starts barking and complaining and
In front of
moaning.
you?
And I'm looking at her. I'm like, What are you doing? She just goes right around the line. I'd, waited my turn. When's my room going to be ready? And I wish the person said, "Well, when I'm done waiting on the person I'm taking care of now, I'll be glad to help you."
What did she do? Did she go right to her and start helping her?
Yes.
Did she have a Hilton Honors rewards card like you did?
I don't know. But I am a Diamond member. Man, back of the line. I'm a Diamond member. Get to the back of the line.
That's what you should have said. No. for as much gusto and as much bravado as you occasionally have around here, you seem awfully timid around people you don't know. You have to have the same.
Well, my wife has made me that way. Don't make a scene. Don't make a scene. Yeah, I got a bruise on my ribs from the elbow. Don't make a scene.
That's actually kind of funny. All right, let's talk.
Hey, hang on. What's the deal with Aaron in Springdale? His beef is with me about lying about golf scores. Do I lie about my golf scores?
He must be next to kin to the guy that cheated in St. Louis, the guy who's open, Zach Holland, who we played at the.
I mean, it's not like I'm coming here saying I'm shooting 70s. Like 70, 71. I mean, I play well. I shoot in the mid to upper 70s on a great day when the putts go in. I'm a guy that hangs out in the low 80s generally. You've played with me. Is that true or false?
I mean, I have personally never seen you shoot in the 70s.
No.
Personally. But
you've seen me shoot plenty of 80s, 81s, 82s. And the days that the putts go in, you shoot 78. 77. When the putts don't go in, you shoot 82.
You need to play with Aaron so he can verify your golf skill.
That's fine.
Apparently.
Why does that bother Aaron so much?
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't care. I mean, I'm just not sure why that bothers Aaron.
Because in his mind, you're perpetuating.
See, I don't think
lies.
shooting an 80 is that great. I just think you're an okay golfer at 80 or 80. I don't say I shoot 82 because I'm bragging. I think 82 kind of stinks, honestly.
No, I don't like.
I don't think you have anything to brag about until you're like.
What's the
2, 3, 4 over par?
The statistics of like the guys and gals that can break 100 versus breaking 90 versus breaking 80 versus breaking 70.
Now, on a big, 10,000 foot view, you're pretty good if you can break 85. But
yeah,
the circles we walk in, I'm not top 100 in my club. There are 100 people better than me at just where I play. So I don't think I'm any good.
I don't know if that's right. I think that's a little.
Okay, I'm not in the top 50. I'll put it. I mean, I just don't think I'm that good. At a 8, 9, 10 handicap.
Well,
and that's what an 8, 9, 10 handicap shoots. Aaron, is you shoot about 80. On a par 70 course.
Before we talk to Kevin, I'll just leave it this: anyone that's a member at Fayetteville Country Club is lucky that I'm going to Nashville that weekend and can't play in the Maxwell Cup. I wanted to compete for Hartsville, but I can't.
You would actually be. I wish we were going to have you on that team because you would be in the
FCC.
You would be in the 16 pluses, and you would cause some problems.
I know. Because I'm actually starting to play good at the right time.
I might have to cancel your Nashville trip for that weekend.
There's golf already planned.
Too bad.
Preds game's already planned. Flight's been.
You got there for some qualifiers.
Flight's been bought.
Too bad.
That's already been stuff.
You didn't run that by me first. I haven't seen it.
What do you mean I didn't run it? It's been on the list for a year.
It didn't mean I approved it.
Yeah. All right, let's talk to Kevin in Rogers. He's got some football and basketball thoughts this morning here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Kevin, good morning. It's been a while.
It has, my friend. How's the best talk show as I'm concerned doing in NWA? So glad to.
We are
favorite show.
We are hunkered around an air conditioning vent right now, Kevin.
Yeah, best show in the state.
Thank you, Kevin.
The only one I call. You bet.
You read it just like I wrote it. So.
Yeah, that's right. Not even close.
Yeah.
Hey, just a couple of things, Ty. Christian, hope everybody's doing really good and having a great summer. Just I don't really have a beef. Hey, Tommy, if you're shooting in the low 80s, I think that's great. I haven't broke 90 still, so I mean,
golf is the most.
I love to hear y'all.
It's maddening.
I love to hear your show. I love to hear y'all's scores.
See, Kevin Ty has no idea what he's in for mentally. Now that he has broke 80 for the first time, he thinks he won't say this, but he thinks he should go out and do that every time now. And then he's going to go out on his next round, and he's going to shoot a 92, and he's going to be so mad at himself because he knows what he's capable of now.
Shot at 91 the day before.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what makes this game so
That's
miserable.
how it happens.
Yes. Anyway, sorry to interrupt.
So, no. Just a couple of things, and I'll get off here because I can be long-winded, of course. First of all, I was listening early, talking about the home games. The biggest thing, and it's the same thing because, I have some ties with the Gators. It's the same problem I have with Florida. And, of course, they've won more home games. But you've got to beat the teams in the conference that you should be beating historically just because of the type of program you are. You should beat South Carolina. You should be beating Mississippi. You should be beating Mississippi State. You beat those three teams, and then that record looks a total different. And from time to time, you beat some of the more upper echelon teams. But I've never understood this Missouri thing. I've never understood, Mississippi State too. I've never really understood that. And, in South Carolina from time to time, they have a good program, but they really haven't been relevant since, real relevant. Maybe Beamer had one good year since Spurrier left there.
Mm-hmm.
And the other thing I have is, and you can comment on it, but wanted to let you know I'll be this week from the shores of the Gulf down in Gulf Shores, Alabama. So you can expect probably a screenshot or something from the beach from us, and I'll shoot it over to you. But we will probably even make a call while we're laying on the beach listening to you guys next week.
Are you playing?
Have a great.
Are you playing Kiva
Excuse me, go
Dunes,
ahead.
Kevin? Are you playing Kiva Dunes, or what are you playing down there?
Well, and we don't talk about it a lot. Golf is my second love. I am a big fisherman. I fish a lot here, and so fishing will be my morning activity. Usually during the week, I will. We're going to drive this year. I usually fly because we always have to rent a car. I will take my clubs. So if you have an idea of a place to play down there,
Kiva Dunes.
I may take an afternoon and play or a morning.
Kiva Dunes.
So that's but you'll see a screenshot or I'll send y'all something. And thanks for the call. Glad y'all are having a good summer.
Send a picture of you at Floribama as well. I still hadn't been there. That's like one of the more famous bars of the Redneck Riviera that you need to go to. Have you been there yet?
My name was on the wall at one time, and then I think there's been a hurricane or two that they've had to rebuild with new plywood. So I doubt my name is still there. But no, I stopped there. The last time I was there was 20 years ago this December because we were on our way. We made a pit stop and an overnight stay in Gulf Shores on our way to Orlando. We drove when the Hogs played Wisconsin in the Capital One Bowl.
We got shelled. Felix took
I
back
was
the
there
opening.
too.
You were there too, Big C. Felix took back the opening kickoff. You're all hyped up and excited. It was either that or reverse, and then we just didn't do anything the rest of that game. That was Darren and Felix's last game. I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. That was after the 06 season.
Me and my buddy Scott and Laura drove to Orlando. They had pizza there somewhere, but we went to the Floribama bar, and I think that's the last time I've been in the Floribama.
Was Alvarez still the head coach there? Or it was
No, it was Bielema's first year.
Bielema had taken over?
Yeah, because Bielema was so excited about the win, he forgot to shake Houston Nutt's hand at midfield.
Oh, really?
And then he came to the locker room, and Nutt made him wait outside for like a half hour.
Oh, wow.
To shake hands. Just to show the rookie coach, he was so excited about winning, and he got caught up in the moment and forgot to go to the midfield and left Nutt standing at the altar, so to speak. But no, that was his. That was when the first time we were trying to figure out how to pronounce his name. Then we forgot about him. Then he became your head coach.
I love the handshakes at rivalry games because you got one coach that's happy and elated. Sometimes he shows it, and the other coach that is so mad, so hacked off. And it's like like the Ohio State one with Harbaugh and Meyer back in the day was great. You think about Gus and Saban over the years. I mean, just like when the camera pans, especially when CBS was doing the SEC games, that is such a fun moment. And sometimes there's an embrace, sometimes there's a slight conversation, but oftentimes it's snap to.
Well, the security wants you out of there. They want to get their man back in the tunnel where he's safe. But I just remember that story. Bielema telling that story once he'd become the head coach here, because I don't think a lot of people knew that story. But that stadium has underwent a ton of changes in Orlando since that game as well.
So it's now camping. The
Camping
World
yep,
Bowl.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, that's the
Camping World Stadium at
Mhm.
least.
That's the setup for that. Think about Orlando with you got obviously the Magic, them, everything going on with Disney and Universal. I don't think that place is ever not busy. I mean, I feel like that place is.
If you're thinking, hey, I'll go when the kids are back in school to Disney and it won't be as busy, wrong. And I every time I've been there and kind of what I would think would be an off-peak time, when our kids were little, we would do that. We're like, why aren't all these kids in school?
That's a great question.
It's middle of October. Why aren't they in school? Middle of February. Why aren't they in school?
Well, speaking of times, I did have this jotted down. Best season, spring, fall, winter, or summer. 877-377-6963. I'll give you mine, and then you can guys. Yeah, that's where I'm going to go. Fall, because of the 5 Fs. Football, foliage, food, festivals, and the all-important flannels. The
You left one
flannels-
out. There's 6 Fs.
Is it a bad F, or what's the other F?
Fairways.
Fairways. Okay, you can add
Because
that in.
that's about the time we start getting rain again, and the golf
That's a good
courses come back around by mid-October. From about October 10th to about Thanksgiving, the golf courses are generally in great shape
So we
till
get-
it turns cold. So I would put fairways on your
The
list
6
too.
Fs. I'm trying to think what I would equate the flannel to, like a male to female. I don't know, like the comfort aspect, maybe like yoga pants or something, like sweatpants, whatever girls feel really comfortable in. The flannel to me is the best piece of clothing material that I've ever sported. Just the flexibility, the comfort. You can wear it when it's cool. You can wear it when it's cold. Obviously, you can't wear it it's hot, but fall, it kind of falls under the cool and cold temperatures. There is not a better article of clothing that I own than the flannels in my closet.
I don't have them any. I don't know what happened to them. I had some flannel line blue jeans.
She throw them out?
No, she doesn't mess with my clothes. So I probably threw them out. They probably shrunk a lot. That was the problem. I think about it. But I had some flannel line jeans that you would wear, more December, January-ish. Those were super nice. Now, when you're just around the house, best thing about fall and winter is good pair of comfortable sweatpants. Yeah, I mean that's hoodie season, sweatpants season. It's hard to think about it now,
But it's not an
all
F.
you people though, you're right. It's not an F.
It's not an F.
All you people that are complaining, in the winter about how cold it is, you take summer. I hope you're out there enjoying this 105 degrees right now.
Oh, I'll take that. Listen,
Yeah.
I'll stand on the island. I'll take the summer over the winter any day because I can
Sure.
actually do stuff outside. See, the heat is never, whether it's outdoor basketball, golf, or whatever else, and I know I'm younger than you, it doesn't bother me. I drink
Not yet.
7 water bottles. As long as I have a water bottle or a water canister or a Yeti or whatever, I'm good.
I'd say I'm the same way, but they say once it gets you, once the heat, you have a heat event, you never come back.
Okay.
I'm like, if you want to go play and it's 104 degrees, I'm good with that.
Remember, I'm not going to go there.
What's that? No, please.
No,
please.
I'm not going to go there. Zach in Ozark said that he thought you would add females, Tommy. He said, get your priorities straight. Female, he said that we should add females to the 7. Because what I write down? 5, you added 6.
Yeah.
He said add females to make it number 7.
That's 12 months out of the year, though.
Fair point. In Harrison, fall, 100% footballs are flying and the deers are dying. The footballs are flying and the deers are dying. That's a good rhyme. Ryan's the same. He hates winter and he loves summer. So he is against you on that take, Tommy.
No, I would rather have summer than winter.
Oh, I thought you said
No,
that.
I'm talking about all these people out there that,
My bad. I thought you said the opposite.
that complain about it in the winter, and I hope you're out there enjoying this 105 right now. So.
Borjangles says it's not an F that it falls under fall, but that would be legging season. That's his favorite time of the year.
All right.
You guys are going in a different direction than we were taking it.
No, that's not where we were headed.
Robert at Barling says winter. He is pro winter on these airwaves. That is where his go-to is.
Winter doesn't bother me. Winter weather bothers me.
Okay. Derek in Fayetteville. Try working outdoors in the heat. I had a minor stroke at 30. Now I'm 33, and I hate the heat. And I no longer work outdoors. I did it for 11 years. He loves fall and the winter now.
Yeah. Everyone I know that's had a heat stroke or some kind of heat event where it's zapped them.
It was great.
They were fine with the heat, and then now they can't tolerate it. But I don't like to play golf by myself very often, but not a lot of people want to play. Hey, you can get all the tee times you want right now at 2:00 in the afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Because nobody wants to play in the oven. So, but you just, it's like the depths of winter. We're in the depths of summer. A few more weeks and it'll snap. But we need rain in a bad way. It is. I don't know how many counties in our state are under a ban burn, but I know there's some worry about wildfires and winds and the dry conditions out there. I mean, it could be a big problem right now if something got started.
Doc wants to know if he can add an F for waterfowl. He wants to add his fowl for waterfowl ducks. Does that qualify for fowl?
Yeah, I'll go with that.
That's
duck
7.
season,
So
usually late November.
So we're up to 7. Football.
But we got to have cold weather for duck season to be good.
Mm-hmm.
We got to push them birds down.
Football, foliage, food, festivals, flannels, fairways, and fowl.
Yeah.
And fall goes. It's in September to when? Is it to December? Technically,
what is
fall?
Fall is it starts.
It's into
September 21st or 2nd, and runs till December 21st or 2nd, something like that.
Josh says he'll take 90 degrees or 20 degrees over 95 any day. Summer is overrated, in his opinion.
I like the fact that we get all 4 here.
Mike says to add fishing, so we're up to 8 for fall.
Yeah.
We're up to 8 characteristics for fall.
I've been trying to figure out an F word that we could use for, like, smoking and grilling. That's my favorite time of the year. Fire could be one, but fire could be a lot of things. That's my favorite time of the year, though, is get up, put some ribs on the smoker,
is there
get game day on the TV out on the patio, and let it rock and roll.
Is there a synonym for like basting or baking or grilling, like you're saying? Like, is there something that you can begin with that?
No. Food. I guess you could just say food.
Yeah, food. That's 9.
And fun.
And fun. Jose texted in, fall's the best time of the year for, like you said, golf, hunting, starts, and, of course, football. F is for frying food, says Doc. Make sure to fry it.
Speaking of food, went to Arts. Me and Matt went to Arts yesterday for lunch. Had the ribs, 3rd rack, 2 sides, $12.99. I swear every time, because there's so much good stuff on the menu. They got great staff there. You sit down and like you're with somebody, they got it figured out, and that's just become my blurt out. Hey, if I can't figure out exactly what I want, 3rd rack, half and half beans. Can't be. Get a few onion rings. Can't eat all the fries anyway. And the ribs are always on point. So try out Arts. Their baby backs, just you can't beat them. I mean, I think it's one of the best things on the menu. Salads, saw a lot of people eating salads yesterday. Hot days, something a little bit lighter. You can do that. Arts Barbecue, Rogers Avenue, 2 doors east of Lowe's. And their pickup window was busy too, Ty. You can call ahead and they'll have it ready for you today, 452-2550. That's 452-2550. Arts Barbecue, burgers and more. Get them ribs in there today.
All right, we got our SEC update when we come back. Former Parkview stand about Marion Robinson had some things to say at Oklahoma's fall camp. Steve Spurrier, great quote from him. Plus, Will Wade's got 4 guys on his roster right now. Class is about to start in Baton Rouge. Stay with us. The Morning Rush continues on this What's Your Beef Wednesday next.
Let's talk about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll face with you, Ty.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
Lewis Automotive has been serving Northwest Arkansas for over 75 years and just getting started. Our knowledgeable sales team is here to find you the perfect vehicle to fit not only your lifestyle, but also your budget.
Our factory-trained service technicians keep your vehicle running at optimal level.
And if you're looking for genuine parts and accessories, our team has exactly what you need. Relax in our comfortable lounge, and when your car's ready, we'll return it to you spotless. Thank you for being a part of our story.
Come see us at Lewis Automotive Group, where you're more than a customer, you're family.
We've got big news from Roback. This entire week, Roback is launching its brand new collegiate collection, just in time for the fall season. And if you're an Arkansas fan, you're in luck. The Arkansas collection officially dropped, and there's plenty of inventory available. So whether you're headed to the stadium, watching from home, or just looking to upgrade your game day gear, now's the time to check out Roback's new Arkansas collegiate collection. Use the code RUSH26 for 20% off your first order. Roback, where action meets comfort.
David Bowie got more fame with his #1 hit titled Fame. John Lennon co-wrote and sounded some of the high notes. The last line in the first verse sums it up. Fame puts you there where things are hollow. John 12:43 tells us that many people rejected Jesus because they love the fame of people more than the praise of God. Is it any wonder you get more fame by rejecting the name of Jesus? I'm Pastor E from Woodland. Think about it.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports. To me, it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Taco Bell's new $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Luxuriate in premium grilled steak and new pepper jack sauce in the melty steak burrito. All that for only $3. That kind of looks might go to your head.
Can I have a steak knife?
You may not.
Until you chew it.
The $3 melty pepper jack steak burrito. Now joining the Lutz value menu with 10 items, each just $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Shop the Sherwin-Williams sale and get 30% off Duration, Superdeck, and Woodscapes products August 14th through the 24th. Whether you're refreshing your interior or exterior, we've got the colors to bring your vision to life. And with delivery, getting everything to your door is easier than ever. Shop online to have it delivered or visit your neighborhood Sherwin-Williams store. Retail sales only. Some exclusions apply. See store for details. Delivery available on qualifying orders.
Wes, how many people can a large pizza feed?
About 4.
So I should tell Cousin Jeff 1.
Oh, wow. He's a big eater.
The biggest? He once got kicked out of an all-you-can-eat diner because they ran out of food. How many can a small pizza feed?
I'd say 2.
Our small pizza at $15 is a meal for 2? We should advertise this. That goat'll hunt.
Dog.
What you call me?
That dog will hunt.
Wes, dogs are man's best friend. Goats are the true hunters.
Goats?
Billy Goat Jr.'s Grammy was trained to chase squirrels, cats, birds, and rabbits. We could hear her for miles through the brush. And she'd circle them right to us.
You're not serious.
As serious as a meal for 2 for $15.
You're an interesting cat.
What'd you call me?
A meal for 2 for $15. Eat Jim's RazorbackPizza.com.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3.
The SEC is the best conference in America.
The tough will survive in this game, and I feel like the SEC is the toughest.
Arkansas.
SEC champion. You know, every game is a dogfight.
We're about the tough there is. Week in and week out, you're going to play some of the best, the biggest, the fastest.
But this afternoon is a day for the Razorbacks to celebrate. Arkansas wins the tournament.
Where opponents' dreams come to die.
This is your SEC update on the Morning Rush.
I tell you what, we had another sorry practice today. These guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to beat anybody this year. Quarterbacks, they can't hit the broadside of a barn right now. I don't know if we could hit that indoor facility right there. Receivers, they couldn't catch a cold if it was the middle of February, dropping everything. Defensive backs, gosh, I wonder why they got grass stains all over their jerseys. They fall about every play. Our kickers, gee, it's like the Army, left, right. They're kicking it all over the place. I don't know if we can beat anybody this year. Gosh, and leadership, no, we don't have any leaders out here. Guys are soft. Have you ever heard a coach say that?
Oh, one of the best that's ever done it in this conference. Steve Spurrier back in the day when he was in Columbia, South Carolina. Arkansas actually fared pretty well against them. You think about some big-time wins in 2010, 2011. Right when you came in the league in 92, they came with you. Holtz, Spurrier, coaches you're familiar with, and now you're playing them again this year in Fayetteville on November the 14th.
When you came in the league, he was a Gator, and he kicked your tail often. Every time you played him. SEC championship game, I remember that one. He got to you pretty good. There was a big regular season game in the late 90s that fans look forward to. Florida came in, stole the show. They did what Alabama did in the teens under Saban. That's what Florida did in the 90s to a lot of people.
Yep, and he had fun doing it and let you know about it. One of the few coaches that would still talk trash before, during, and after games. A lot of coaches are reserved. They don't want bulletin board material on the other side. He didn't care, and that's what made him such a special coach.
He was just an old quarterback.
Yep. All right, keeping your SEC update going. This is quite a quote from former Parkview standout Marion Robinson, who's now with the Sooners. Here's what he had to say about fall camp.
We in pads, we going live, so like you gotta drop. Excuse my language, but you gotta drop your nuts. It's trying to get dirty now.
Fall camp in a nutshell, right then and there. Straightforward, to the point. That's what's going on in Norton. Oklahoma's an interesting case study this year. You got one of the better quarterbacks coming back in college football, Mateer, who is healthier, has added a bunch of weight. They've got some of their defense coming back. Venables, one of the better defenses in the country. Got one of the best wide receivers, unfortunately, that is out there. Would rather have him in Fayetteville. Instead, Isaiah Satania is doing things in the slot for Oklahoma. Added a Marion Harris in the offseason. Who is the big C? You might have seen it. Who's the defensive lineman from Arkansas? Is it Healy? Danny Healy, the Arkansas transfer that was at BYU. Sully, or however you say his name. He just apparently transferred. So Oklahoma, big season ahead for Brent Venables.
Would you consider Oklahoma a dark horse in this league? Or are they too good to be considered a dark horse team?
Where did they – I would think so. Where did they get picked? Help me on this in the SEC predict. So Georgia was 1. Texas was 2.
Was it 4?
I want to say Ole Miss was 3.
And LSU was 4th or 5th.
Yeah, 4th or 5th. I think Oklahoma was in the top 6.
A&M was up there too.
Yeah. I think Oklahoma's in the top 6. They might have been at 7. But, yeah, I mean, there's just a huge push for Georgia and Texas. Anything outside of them, I think, would be a little bit of surprise. I don't think Alabama was in that top 6. And I know they're mad about that. But, yeah, I would think to a certain degree that's a fair assumption.
I think they're a team that, they beat Texas in the rivalry game. I don't have their schedules underneath the phone here. I can't see all of it. But they have, Michigan?
Yeah, you got Michigan week 2 in Ann Arbor. They go to Georgia, which is going to be brutal.
They split those games, though. They're still in the playoff conversation. And if they lose to Michigan and beat Georgia, they're in the SEC championship game conversation.
Huge home games in November. Ole Miss and Texas A&M before they go to Columbia, Missouri to close out their season. They got to go to the Swamp the week before. That is the thing about this 9 SEC games. Like, you look up and down, like, there's legitimately no off week where you're just like, your least favorite week of the year used to be November 21st. November 21st, we have Arkansas versus Texas. We have Florida and Vanderbilt, Georgia, South Carolina, Kentucky and Missouri, LSU at Tennessee. And I realize some of those games are better than others. But even in week 12 before week 13, that's a pretty solid week relative to what it used to be. That's with the elimination of one of the non-conference games that you used to
No
play.
more cupcake weeks.
Yep.
And they play which week in October is the Texas game down in Dallas?
Oklahoma, they play the 10th, the same week that we play Tennessee.
All right.
Yeah, same weekend we play Tennessee. So
obviously that's a huge swing game.
Yeah.
If they want to be, in the running for the top of the league.
When is Southside? Do you know off the top of your head when their bye week is?
Who?
Southside.
Week 3.
Okay. Which is what, week 2 of the college football
18th,
season?
I think
Okay,
it is.
the 18th. All right, so it's still week 3 of college. Arkansas plays. That's the Georgia game.
Yep.
So you can get your full focus on watching Arkansas play and hopefully stick with Georgia that day at 11 a.m.
That's a weekend I got to travel for business. I'm flying early to South Dakota for some meetings the next week. But I'm getting in early. I think I land at like 11:30, so I'll get to see some of the game on the tablet on the plane, and then the rest of it when I land.
That's one of those. Are you Southwest or
American?
One of those, you better hope the Wi-Fi's working on American so you can watch. So you can watch live TV that day.
Yeah. Hey, do you have sleep apnea? Are you tired of dealing with your CPAP every night? The noise, the constant cleaning? Is your wife always telling you she can't take the noise of you and the CPAP anymore? See our buddy Dr. Bo Sparkman at Valley Family Dental Practice. They can help you with sleep apnea with a custom dental appliance that allows you to get rid of the annoying CPAP. Dr. Sparkman has years of experience and has treated hundreds of patients just like you. Call for your appointment today, 479-226-3500. 226-3500 to get rid of your CPAP with Valley Family Dental Practice. 2 locations, Riley Farm in Fort Smith and in Roland, Oklahoma.
All right, let's talk to Brent. He's got some football thoughts here on the Lewis Automotive Group hotline. Brent, go ahead. You're on the Morning Rush.
What's going on, Ty and Tommy?
Good
the
morning.
Standard of Arkansas Sports Talk.
What is happening, my man?
I have already taken about 5 gallons of the red Kool-Aid this year.
You got stains on your lips, huh? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready for some football, and I'm going to tell you why. For the first time in forever, it looks like all I've been hearing is we've got our defensive line is going to be good. And I tell you, when you're good and our offensive line is going to be good, when you're good on the line to scrimmage, you're going to win a bunch of games.
Yep.
And
but
I'm
Brent, do we think
be good on the line to scrimmage?
Okay, tell me why. Do we think we're going to be good, or we know we're going to be good?
I know we're going to be good.
Why?
Why?
Why do you believe that?
You got
we're due.
Fort Smith Southside's very own Colby Branham at right guard for the second year in a row.
Yep.
You got Caitlin. You got Kittler at center for the second year in a row.
Okay.
You got I can't think the other guards.
Malachi Breland, Memphis kid.
Louisiana.
Yeah.
Malachi Breland. You got the transfer from the University of Louisiana. Williams, I believe, is his name.
Bryant Williams. Yep.
And on the defensive side of the ball, we got Quincy Rhodes. We're going to be A-OK on the defensive side of the ball. We got the transfer from playing the star position from North Carolina that just makes plays when they're just intercept balls. Secondary is going to be a heck of a lot better with the Joker out there. We're going to be better. Of course, you can't be any worse than we're in the secondary. And another reason I think we're going to be good, I talked to someone that had talked to David Basil, and he said these coaches are coaching hard, and that's how they need to be coached. I mean, last year I don't know what our staff did. during practice. I think they played tiddlywinks and were looking to get out after about week 4. So we're going to be better.
I think we're going to be better. I agree with that. We're going to win how many?
I believe we will win 6.
All right. I hope you're right, because that's a great season.
Gas me up,
Got
Brent.
nowhere else to go but up.
That's right.
Because we're on a 10-game losing streak coming into this season opener, right?
Thanks for reminding us.
It'll get snapped week 1.
Yeah. And Ty, I have to disagree with you on
All right.
one thing you said last week. It's hard to recruit to Fayetteville. And once you get them to Fayetteville, it's a great place to recruit to. I mean, my goodness gracious, it's got everything you need.
I think Brent's right on that. You just got to get them 2X and A, and then you got to, until we get this 612 extension built,
what's the
we
deal
got to
with
put
that?
a bag over their head so they can't see anything until they get to 49.
Yeah, it's wild.
Yeah.
It's always like, it's so funny. Like, Brent, thanks for the call. We've had recruits on, we've had transfers on the show before. And
Flying at night.
They talk about, like, when they come in, they start looking around. It's like, I don't know. And then again,
And
feeds
then you get
open
them out
up.
to civilization, and this is great.
Feeds
Yeah.
open up. I'm going to be honest. Did I say that last week? I know you were
did.
gone. When did
I
I
don't
say
know,
that?
but Brent said it, so I know you said it.
So it's accurate and everything else.
Yes.
I guess we can put some context around that at some point. But again, better offensive
Ty
line.
hates Fayetteville. That's what I heard.
Better defensive line. Better secondary.
Yeah, Brent knows his line play now.
You can't be worse. Is where people are.
I mean, Brent's got a little background in offensive, particularly O-line play. I mean, I'd listen to a little bit of what Brent has to say.
I think the question, one of the many questions that await this team is who's going to pound the quarterback outside of Quincy Rhodes, because you didn't have anyone last year, and and we could talk with Tom about this. I think Tom wrote this. It was either Tom or one of his colleagues. Just like we talk about pitch count in baseball with pitchers. The snap count for defensive linemen last year, particularly Cam Ball, who played just an absurd amount of snaps for what he was having to do. And there was drop-off when he was off the field, and he was always tired when he was on the field because he was playing it much. But, can you actually get a rotation? Whether it's Coach Cotton and Coach Wilkerson talking about the guys that they have on the roster and whatnot. I hear that same crap every year. And that's not a shot at those two. But I hear the same old, we've got depth, we've got this, we got that. If they actually do have that this year, then that's going to change the entire dynamics of your defense. Because when you can't get to the quarterback, your cornerbacks and secondary players are left on islands, which they can't cover SEC caliber wide receivers. Your your linebackers are left out way too long, oftentimes out to dry when it comes to covering certain running backs and skill position players. So, to Brent's point, that all changes if you just get to the quarterback outside of Quincy. Every single OC, offensive line coach, head coach knows who Quincy Rhodes is. He's an all-SEC player. He's going to wreak havoc when he is given the chance.
Or he's going to get double-teamed, and somebody else needs to step up.
Exactly.
They're going to double-team Rhodes. If there's no other weapon, no one else you have to respect, you double-team Rhodes, and, quarterback's going to have a Barca lounger back there.
Yep. All right. We still got more to get to coming up in just a bit as we take a sec here. So Rath Auto Resources in Rath, Mitsubishi just did an incredible giveaway, and they've got another one. They're back-to-school giveaway right now. Go to Rath Auto Resources Facebook page. The big winner is going to be announced this Friday. It seems like Larry and Dave are always doing something giveaway related. Now, they've got back-to-school specials as well. You're going to get state sales tax paid when you trade for a road-ready certified pre-owned vehicle at both locations, plus the Mitsubishis, as David was telling us about yesterday. But if you're not following them on social media, whether it's Rath Auto Resources and Rath Mitsubishi, you're doing yourself a disservice because they are constantly giving things away. You can check out the inventory in different vehicles, or you can go to rathauto.com, plus their Meineke Car Care Center at both locations. Rath Auto Resources in Fort Smith, Rath Mitsubishi in Springdale. Is there anything? Is there a unit you don't think is going to be better than they were last year, or more of the same?
Well, I think the bar so low, everything should be better. I do think the defense can be better than people think, but I think people also think very low of what this football team is going to be. So when you say they'll be better, well, what does that really mean? You got to challenge that phrase, because better than 2 wins doesn't mean you're very good. You know, it's kind of like, you know, in golf. Well, I'm better because I broke 100. Yeah, but you're still averaging 98.
I don't want to see a quarterback drag our defensive lineman 20
Yeah,
yards down the field again.
Memphis game.
I like that.
Fard's at he's in Austin now.
That blows my mind. How does that happen?
That was one of the plays and moments that I think a lot of people are going to remember about that season.
I think that's one of the plays that sealed Sam Pittman's fate.
Because at that point, I think it was 3rd and 8, and you had him stop 6 yards behind the sticks.
Yep.
And then all of a sudden, keep in mind, not the starter, the backup, as you alluded to, dragged Ian 300
who's 400, almost 400
almost
pounds.
400 pounds,
Yeah.
like 6 yards. And I remember I was sitting on the field at that game, and I looked. I can't remember what me remember, and I just uttered the words, "What the expletive?" Just happened. And he looked at me and was just shaking his head. It's like, oh, here we go again.
All you got to do is fall backwards, hold on to him, and fall backwards.
Keep in mind, again, Mike Washington fumbled the football. You could get the ball back, and then you don't. That is coming off the heels of the week before, where you're down 36-31, and you should have gone down and scored against Ole Miss. Instead, Jaylen Brown fumbles the football, and that cost you the game in Oxford as well. Back-to-back moments, back-to-back critical errors. I mean, like, even if you just, like this year, Silverfield has 5 games. There's 5 one-score games this fall, and you just go 2-3, you're
That's
at least
better.
4-8.
That's better. Well,
If
I
you're
don't think you
3
sleep on. You better play well against Tulsa. North Alabama, you better just be able to have your way with them.
Tulsa's supposed to be pretty good.
Tulsa, I mean, I don't just sleep on Tulsa. I'm not saying Arkansas is not going to win that game, but don't just assume that Tulsa's going to be an easy win. Don't assume that line will be Arkansas favored by 17. I don't think it's going to be that way. Go read up on Tulsa a little bit. They're not bad. So, all right, we got to run. I want to tell you about Gaston's White River Resort. 870-431-5202 is their number. We've been talking about fall. Ty had his 5 or 6 Fs coming up. Football, and then fall was certainly one of the central pieces of that. Hey, fishing's got to be in one of those Fs. And fishing at Gaston's White River Resort, where you'll have a fireplace there and you'll have great food. Let's see. What else can we come up with? They have fire pits on property. They have a fitness center. So everything you want to really enjoy a great time.
Fishing?
I did say fishing. Yeah, did get fishing in there. So, so make sure that you try that out, and they'll even fry your fish for you. So there's a couple more for you. Gaston's White River Resort, 870-431-5202. Gaston's White River Resort, a first-class time every time.
Well, he's talking about Richard's Meat Market because that's my spot. And, of course, Richard and Chris have been around forever.
What's Your Beef Wednesday is brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
I'll be with you, Ty.
Delicious, slow-roasted Cantina chicken. It's on the new Cantina Chicken Rolled Quesadilla at Taco Bell. It's a delicious quesadilla with slow-roasted chicken, like we just mentioned. Then it's rolled up, kind of like a burrito, if you will. And let's face it, you probably will. That slow-roasted chicken we're talking about. The Cantina Chicken Rolled Quesadilla, only at Taco Bell. At participating U.S. Taco Bell locations for a limited time and while supplies last.
The Bush Guide, cold and smooth survival skills. For a successful stint in the great outdoors, pack accordingly. Place heavy essentials near your spine for stability in rough terrain, with light items near the bottom. Now, you may be wondering, where does the Bush Light go? In your stomach. Or head for the mountains. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2023 Anheuser-Busch Bush Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Arkansas, the Powerball jackpot is more than $1 billion. Drawings every Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. Get a Powerball ticket today at your favorite lottery retailer. Must be 18 or older to play. Call or text 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline. Instant fun? That's a win. The chance at a life-changing jackpot? Win. Creating scholarships for Arkansas students? Big win. Play the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. It's a win, win, win. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
Save up to $4,000 on in-stock 2026 Buick Encore GXs at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. That's $4,000 off on this top-selling midsize SUV, or $2,000 off and 0% financing for 60 months on 2026 Buick Envisions. These are limited-time offers with approved credit. Experience the new Buick at Harry Robinson Buick GMC. Exit 11 off of I-540 in Fort Smith. Or online at harryrobinson.com.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
Selling your home doesn't have to be stressful. Not when you work with Tara Limbird and the Limbird Real Estate Group. With over $1 billion in real estate sold, Tara's team knows how to make the process simple, successful, and even enjoyable. They can provide you with a cash offer in 72 hours, or you can use Tara's high-octane marketing and sell your home for thousands over asking. When it's time to buy or sell, trust the team that delivers results. Go to LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Doe's Eat Place has been serving award-winning steaks for over 20 years, and now they're offering smoked prime rib on the weekends. It's a limited supply, so get your reservations in early. Try one of their delicious appetizers or your choice of drinks from the area's largest selection of wine, beer, and liquor. Doe's Eat Place open Tuesday through Thursday 5 to 9 and Friday and Saturday 5 till 10. Reservations are recommended. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming features and events. Call 479-784-9111 for Doe's Eat Place, 422 North 3rd Street in Fort Smith.
Your home for every Razorback football, basketball, and baseball game. ESPN 95.3. It's the summer event takeover at Lewis Automotive with sizzling deals and endless adventures. Lewis Automotive, serving Northwest Arkansas for over 80 years and home of the Lewis Guarantee.
This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about. This is your home. You hear that? You hear that? That's special. There's a lot of lions, tigers, and bears, but there ain't but one Razorback. Number one.
Yeah, since Brent was getting us hyped in the last segment, I figured to play that coming back in here on this What's Your Beef Wednesday.
Hey, we're brought to you by APAC and Standard Materials Group. 479-587-3300 is their number. Rock, sand, gravel, ready-mix concrete, asphalt. Bless your hearts, you guys out there putting asphalt down right now in this heat. So APAC and Standard Materials Group, 479-587-3300 for all your top-quality aggregate needs.
All right, any final beefs before we let you go?
Just be aware. Have some self-awareness out there.
Big C?
Don't be walking slow down the middle of the sidewalk or the grocery aisle.
If you're wrong, admit you're wrong.
There you go.
On it, bitch, you're on. That's a good one.
That's a guy like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Hey, What's Your Beef Wednesday brought to you by Richard's Country Meat Market, 479-443-0000, or see them online at richardscountrymeatmarket.com.
Halftime coming up, Alyssa Orange, Matt Jones, Colton Little on the way.
Hey, Fort Smith, have you seen the all-new Bass Pro Shop outpost on Bass Pro Drive off Rogers Avenue?